Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good time zone, good evening. I don't know why I did that in a different order today. I started incorrectly, so I was like, eh. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright. Let's, jump in. So, we have some more investigating to do. And I'm kind of feeling a little bit stuck. We found some more stuff, but it's not taken us back to court yet, so I'm trying to figure out what we need to do. We probably need more of these. But I don't know who to ask. Because I don't know if we... I think we tried showing it to Meekins, and I don't think anything happened. Let's try it again, just in case I didn't, for some godforsaken reason. I think we can get there from here. Oh yeah, we were going to present her some stuff as well. I don't remember if I did this or not. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Okay, he's no help. Okay. Right. And we can't present anything to anyone here. So. Let's try this one. Could you take a look at this? You. Oh, this is her not having anything to say. Yeah. Also nothing for that one. Okay, these are like my ideas going down the drain very quickly. Yeah, she doesn't... we can't get her to talk about SL9. Nothing we can do there. We've done a lot of talking to you already. And he's also not talking to us about anything. Won't talk to us about that one. Okay, yeah, my ideas are very quickly disappearing. And I don't have anyone else to present stuff to, so that probably means there's something I need to present to someone that I've already tried presenting lots of things to that I just haven't given to them. Or there's something in here that I've missed. Like, I don't know. Because we've used the luminol all over everything, right? Oh, we haven't examined this. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit. That locker is coded with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it would be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Okay, that wasn't the last thing I needed. Damn it. feel like it has to be something that we just haven't presented. I don't know. Yeah, he's not saying anything either. You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Okay, so that is a... I don't think we've presented that to him. Still nothing new though. Oh, come on. I don't think this is going to be relevant, but it's worth a try. This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. So they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I toiled night and day. I sympathise with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Do we need to present this now that we've found where all the blood is? No? Okay. I have no idea what I need to do, and that's kind of annoying. There's no one to talk to there. Let's see what these options have. We've checked everything in the evidence room. And I don't think we can talk to anyone else. Huh. Yeah, that didn't help. Is there anything that we haven't checked here? Just inexplicably. No, it looks like we really have checked everything here. So I don't know. I don't think doing anything here will be any help. There might be something really obvious that I'm missing, but I don't know what it is. Okay, I guess maybe this helps. Do you think you could maybe take a look at this? Hey. That's it, sir, that's it, that's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct, that card was the cause of it all. This ID card. Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir, nothing. I'd better pry into this one a little deeper. Was that really it? No, okay. Oh yeah, that's... so we have done that thing. Okay, so if we present maybe this knife. Officer Meekins, this is for you. Ah, I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at it. That's it, sir. Last night, sir. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. I think we've had this conversation before as well. Yeah. Oh, I really don't know. Maybe this? No, that's the... That's also no use. I feel like there must be something obvious that I'm missing. But I have less than zero idea what it is that I need to do here. Yeah, no, I really don't know. Because he doesn't have anything to say about this one. It feels like we need to fill out this more, but we've presented this. Maybe we can present that to... what's her face? To Ms. Star. No, okay, we can't. Can't present that one either. I probably tried those ones already. I'm just... yeah, I'm really at a loss. I don't really know what else to do. So I might have a quick look at like a brief look at a guide or something to nudge me in the right direction, because I don't want to just sit here for like 20 minutes, make zero progress, and then get barely anything done this episode. So I'm going to have a look at a guide. I'll pause the recording and I will come back once I have figured out a next thing to try. So I will be right back. Okay, hello, I'm back. I have something to try. So we need to go back to the evidence room. Apparently, presenting this might give us something. I don't know if I've tried that yet, so let's give it a go. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Yeah, so now we can talk about SL9. Okay, that's what it was. I don't think I would have thought to present the knife to him specifically. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing? A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumour mill. Rumours about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. I don't know why I was doing Gumshoe's voice for that. Hey pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. It might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe? Oh no. Poor Gumshoe. I'm off, pal. Later. Okay, that's all we needed to do. Got it. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too. There are so many menus to go through. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. Ah, guests, my apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has the hotel bring him tea service. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the District Prosecutor's Office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah yes, he brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing has really taken a toll on him. Let's talk. So... Ooh, excuse me. How did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened. They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why? I ask you why. All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. What I think we do here... Let's try this. Oh right, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police. He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case, I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver added to the court record. Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Can't talk anything, but I think we present this knife now, because this knife seems to be the key. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. That should unlock a new talking thing, I reckon. Yes, okay. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. Heinous. The head of the investigation was the Deputy Chief of Police at the time. Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If he was still studying forensic science? Huh? Yeah, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminium powder for taking fingerprints. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. But for me, are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file received. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Okay, that gives us another lead, thankfully. February 23rd, Evidence Room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. It's probably going to be this one. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminium powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With, well, the A button, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminium powder adheres to completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With a different button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Well, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Oh, I'm just putting on as much powder as I can. There we go. Is that good enough? Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down, that's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprints as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. That would be this one right here. Oh, okay. And it's going to build up gradually, so we need to get like the right amount of it. How specific do I need to be with this? There we go. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints will we most likely find on this evidence locker? Those are Gumshoe's prints. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what. Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. No, not move. I wanted to slide. And then I'm guessing we go into the court record. Oh, I can change pages. How do I use that? Oh, do I need to bring up the luminol? Oh, okay, I just examine, I think. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this? There go her eyes sparkling again. Let's check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Can't check over there. Let's try over it. Oh, we found one. Okay. Oh yeah, because it will have been. Yeah, I've figured out what's going on there. It will have. They won't have wiped that part of the locker because it didn't have blood on it. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. So that was that one. There should be a thumb over here somewhere. Unless there's a finger there, I don't know. I don't know if it was this one that I tried or not. Maybe it was the thumb that I tried, and that's why it didn't work. I wish I could just hold the button to dust. Instead, you get to hear my spamming buttons noises. That's Officer Marshall. Match found. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall. Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Oh! So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. Ooh. Okay, we found what we needed to find. And I'm gonna save there, and that's where we're gonna finish up for today. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope you continue to enjoy this series. We are getting towards the end now. I reckon 1 or 2 more episodes, and then we'll be finished. So, yeah, I've still got an idea what I could do afterwards. I need a couple of I'm gonna think of a couple of ideas, see what I feel like doing. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.